Children, I hope you all are safe in your home. Be safe and healthy. This is the continuation of ICSE 4th Standard Computer Applications, and this is the chapter 2, Windows 7. Okay, this is the part 6 video. Before going to the lesson, what did we learn in last class? Do you have remember? Yes. In last class, we learned about Windows clock and how to set the date and time. Okay. The first one is Windows clock. A computer displays the date and time using the clock. Okay. It appears on the bottom right corner of the desktop on the taskbar. Okay. The Windows clock displays on the taskbar in the bottom right corner. Okay. This clock keeps track of the date and time even when the computer is switched off. Okay. This is the main advantage of Windows clock. Okay. The Windows operating system uses the date and time to identify when the file is created and saved. Okay. Um, this Windows clock is used to identify when a file is created and when a file is saved uh, for the Windows operating system. Okay, if we want to open any file means we have to open by using the created date or saved date. Okay, this will be used for say our time. Okay, the next topic is we learned quick launch bar. What is meant by quick launch bar? Is uh, it placed on the taskbar and just next to the start button. Okay, this is the quick launch bar. It contains the icons of programs that are frequently used. Okay, if we want to open the frequently used documents means we have to use the quick launch bar. Okay, uh, then we have to directly open the frequently used documents or files. Okay, click on any program icon to open it. Next, we learned notification area. This is the notification area. Okay, it contains date and time, speaker, and battery, storage level, data connection, one white pop-up arrow. Okay, and this notification area shows the program and messages that are running as background task. Okay, click on the white up arrow to see more icons in a pop-up rectangular area. Can you able to see, children? This is the white up arrow and this is the pop-up rectangular area. It contains more icons like uh, Bluetooth, data connection and messages. Okay, and pen drive, external device. Next, we learn about speaker icon. A speaker icon present in the notification area is used for setting the volume of the computer speakers. Okay, can you able to see? This is the speaker icon. Okay, if you want to any changes in computer speakers, then we have to do the operation or do the changes by using the speaker icon. Okay, it present in the notification area on the taskbar. Okay, and how to set the speaker volume? The first step is we have to click the speaker icon in the notification area. Okay, then after clicking the speaker icon, one slider will be appear like this. Okay, this is the slider and this is the this appears in the vertical shape. Okay, then the third step is we have to click and hold the mouse on the slider and move up to increase the volume. Okay, if we want to increase or decrease the volume means we have to change, we have to do the changes by using the mouse, okay, on the slider, okay. First, we see about how to increase the volume, okay. If we want to increase the volume means we have to click and hold the mouse on the slider, then move up, then only it will be increased, okay. The second one is how to decrease the volume, okay. If we want to decrease the volume means we have to click and hold the mouse on the slider and moving down, okay, moving down, then only it will be decreased, okay. This is the moving direction, okay, up and down. The fourth one is if the red cross appears over the icon, the slider appears green. It means the speaker is muted. We cannot hear any sound. Okay. If we want to mute the volume means we have to click on the speaker icon. Then only it will be muted. Okay. After muted, we cannot hear any sounds from the computer. Okay. Again, if you want to unmute the sound means or speaker means again we have to click on the speaker, then it will be unmuted, okay. This is the button, okay. After clicking this, then it will be changed like this. Next, we are going to learn about today jump list and desktop button, shortcut menu, and customizing windows and taskbar, okay. These are the topics today we are going to learn, okay. Next, we move on to the first topic, jump list. What is mean by jump list? Yes, jump list is a pop-up list of tasks or documents that appear when we right-click on any of the program icon present in the taskbar. Okay, the jump list contains a pop-up list of documents or tasks. Okay. Uh, if you want to open the document or any task, we have to right click on the program, then uh, it will be open, okay. These are present in the taskbar, okay. A jump list is a feature introduced in Windows 7. First, this jump list feature is introduced in Windows 7 operating system. Okay, it allowing you to view recent documents in a program that is pinned to your taskbar. Okay, if you want to open a recent documents means we have to use jump list. Okay, if we want to open the frequently used document means we have to use quick launch bar, okay. It will be have one difference in quick launch bar and uh, jump list, okay. In quick launch bar we have to view uh, frequently used documents. In jump list we have to view recent documents, okay. Next, we move on to the topic desktop button. This button is located on the extreme right corner of the notification area. Okay, we can click on this button to view the desktop. Okay, if you want to open the desktop button, then we have to click on the button. Okay, click on this desktop button. This is the desktop button. It is placed on the notification area. Okay. Next, we move on to the topic shortcut menu. Okay, this is the shortcut menu is main advantage one. Okay, this is useful for all and it is save our time. Okay, the shortcut menu is a list of options that appears when we right click on the desktop or file or a folder. Okay, the shortcut menu is the list of options that appears uh, when we right click on the desktop, okay, or file or a folder. It is also known as context menu or pop-up menu. This shortcut menu provides quick access to some frequently used options such as cut, copy, paste, open and so on. Okay. Uh, these are the shortcuts already we learned. Cut, copy, paste. Okay. If you want to cut means we have to use Control plus X. Okay. If you want to cut any document or a word or anything, we have to press Ctrl plus X. It will be used to cut. Okay. If you want to copy means Ctrl plus C. Okay. To copy. If you want to paste means Ctrl plus P. Okay. For paste. Then Ctrl plus open. These are the frequently used shortcuts. Okay. Okay. Control plus X for cut the document. Control plus C is copy the document or file. Control plus P is paste the document or file. Control plus O is open. Okay. These are the frequently used documents. Okay. Next, we move on to the topic keyboard shortcuts. Okay. We can open, close and navigate the start menu, desktop menu, boxes and web pages using keyboard shortcuts. Okay. A keyboard shortcut is a combination of keys. Okay. What is keyboard shortcuts? It is the combination of keys pressed from the keyboard to perform a task. Okay. The keyboard shortcuts make it easier to interact with the computer without using the mouse, and also it save our time. Okay. The keyboard shortcut make it easier to interact with the computer without using the mouse. It will be used by only keyboard. Okay. Some popular keyboard shortcuts are, the first one is Shift plus 10. Okay, it is used to display the shortcut menu for the selected item. Okay, if we want to open a shortcut menu for any file or any task or any document, we have to select the file and press Shift plus F10. Okay, then only it will be display the shortcut menu. Okay. Control plus escape, the second one, it is used to open the start menu. If you want to open the start menu means control plus escape. The third one is control plus mouse scroll wheel. Okay, it is used to change the size of icon on the desktop. Okay, the fourth one is alt plus windows logo key plus number. It is used to open the jump list for the program brings to the taskbar in the position indicated by the number. The next one is Windows logo key plus sign or minus sign. Okay. Uh, if we want to zoom in means we have to press Windows logo key plus minus sign. Zoom out means Windows logo key plus sign. Okay. The next one is Alt plus Home. It is used to display the start menu. Okay. Already, if you want to open the start menu means Control plus Escape. If you want to display the start menu means Alt plus Home. Okay. Okay, this is the difference between open a start menu and display the start menu. Okay, Alt plus Home is used to display the start menu, and Control plus Escape is open a start menu. Okay. The next one is Alt plus space bar. Okay, it is used to open the shortcut menu for the active window. Okay, the Shift plus F10 means it is used to display the shortcut menu for the selected item. Okay, if you want to create or display any shortcut menu for any item, then only it will be used Shift plus F10. Okay, Alt plus spacebar is uh, used to open the shortcut menu for the current window. It means the active window. Okay. Next, we move on to the topic customizing windows and taskbar. Customizing windows means to change its existing appearance and behavior. Okay. This can be done using the control panel. Okay. If if you want to change any appearance behavior in Windows means we have to done by using the control panel. Okay, this control panel is an important part of Windows. Control panel helps to make changes to various settings of the computer system. Okay, we can add or remove hardware or software. Any changes like change the desktop wallpaper and screensaver and set the date and time. These all are done by using the control panel only. Okay, these functions or behaviors are all controlled by the control panel. These are under the control panel. Okay, and steps to customize windows using the control panel. The first one is click on the start button. Okay, uh, click on the start button. uh, this is the control panel button. Okay, the second step is after clicking the control panel to open the control panel dialog box. Okay, one dialog box will be appear. This is the control panel dialog box. It contains 8 categories: system and security, network and internet, hardware and sound, programs, user accounts, appearance and personalization, clock, language, region, ease of access. Okay. Next, click on the categories name to open its subcategories and change the settings. Okay. Next, we move on to the each categories. Okay, and their uses. The first category is system and security. Okay, it is used to set the overall operations and security of Windows 7. Okay, the system and security is used to set the overall operations and security, create password or anything. These security facilities are available in the system and security. Okay, this is the icon symbol of system and security. The second one is network and internet. It is used to set the interaction between the various computers connected to a computer. Okay, network and internet is used to the interaction between the various computers connected to a computer. Okay, this is the icon of network and internet. Okay, uh, these are this only used for data connection and network, anything. Okay, the third one is hardware and sound. It is used to adjust the settings of all hardware devices attached to a computer such as keyboard, printer, mouse. Okay, if you want to connect it to a computer, uh, like keyboard, printer, mouse means we have to install uh, those hardware by using the hardware and sound category. Okay, this is the hardware and sound category icon. It is also used to control the sound settings of the computer. The fourth one is program. It is used to install or uninstall programs on the computer. Okay, the hardware and sound means if you want to install any hardware device like Bluetooth keyboard or mouse, uh, any keyboard or mouse, wired keyboard or mouse or printer needs, we have to using this category hardware and sound. Okay, if we want to any install or uninstall any software means we have to use this programs category. Okay, the fifth one is user accounts. It is used to manage various users and store their preferred settings. Okay, this is the program icon. The sixth one is appearance. Okay, the sixth one is appearance. It is used to adjust visual effect of your computer, such as how the start menu will be worked. Okay, the seventh one is clock, language, and region. It is used to change the time, date, and language settings of your computer. Okay, this clock and language region category is used to change the time, date, and language settings of your computer. Okay, also to change the region where the computer is being used. Already we said all of you well known about this. We have to select the country. Okay, India, Indian, like this is the region. This is the icon of clock, language, and region. The eighth one is last category is easy of access. This is the icon of easy of access. It is used by differently abled user. Okay, uh, in this easy of access is used by differently abled user. Some of the inbuilt features are text to speech and user input options. Okay, uh, we have give the input by keyboard and mouse only. Okay, in this easy of access category contains one inbuilt features are like text to speech. It means the voice recognition input. In the input will be given by the voice. Okay, or if you type the letters means it will be convert into the speech. Okay, if we type the letters then it will be convert into the speech. Okay, then only the words are recognized by the differently able users. Okay, the control panel is used to make changes to almost all the settings of your computer, including the functions of input and output devices. Okay, this is the main advantages and uses of control panel. Next, we move on to the recapitulation question. What is jump list? A pop-up list of tasks or documents that appears when we right-click on any of the program icon present on the taskbar. What is the purpose of jump list? It allowing you to view recent documents in the program that is linked to a taskbar. Okay. In quick launch bar, it allowing you to view frequently used documents. Okay. What is the use of shortcut Shift plus F10? It is used to display the shortcut menu for the selected item. The fourth question is what is the keyboard shortcut is used to display the start menu? Alt plus home. Okay. What do you mean by keyboard shortcuts? A keyboard shortcut is a combination of keys pressed from the keyboard to perform a task. The sixth question is what is the function of hardware and sound? It is used to adjust the settings of all hardware devices attached to a computer such as keyboard, printer and mouse. Okay, and it is also used to control the sound settings of the computer. And the last question is what are the categories available in the control panel? Categories of control panel. The first one is system and security, network and internet. The third one is hardware and sound. Fourth one is programs. The fifth one is user accounts, and the sixth one is appearance, and the seventh one is clock, language, and region, and the eighth one is easy of access. Okay. Okay. Next, activity. I will send the link of the activity through the GCR, and you have to do and complete the activity. Okay. And I have one announcement. Okay, I plan to conduct some activities regarding first lesson like role play, drama. Okay, uh, okay. If you want to participate, the activity means the volunteers give your names in GCR. Okay, uh, thank you, children.